everyone, I'm Nina, and this is the Panic Button. So Jonathan Van Ness partnered with Ulta Beauty, and we're gonna react to his ad for Ulta Beauty. Let's begin the nightmare.
Jadian here is now at Ulta, and I'm here to see the display for the first time, you guys. Hi, honey. What's your name?
Paulina.
Nice to meet you, Paulina. Nice to meet you. What's your name, honey? Nice to meet you. We're gonna see what Jadian hair looks like at Ulta for the first time. It's gonna be Ulta fun. Okay, let's see it. Who's that? She's so pretty. I got highlights since then. You guys, do you think it's pretty?
It's gorgeous.
Do you think she's gonna get along with all of her other new Ulta friends?
Gorgeous. She fits right in.
She does, right? Jadian hair is now at Ulta Beauty nationwide. We love the hair you have.
Okay, first off, what's with the shoes? What's with the dress? Not a good look. And that's just what he's wearing. Now let's move on to what he's doing in this ad. He's skipping around like Kermit on crack. He's way too performative. It's so much like an act. It's cringy. He's hopping around like the retard in the room. And I don't know if he's trying to perform woman. I know he's like non-binary, whatever, Looney Tunes. But if this is what he thinks women act like, I mean, is this what the type of women he's around? And he's just performing the type of women he's around? Like, oh my God! Oh, and what was with the lunge? Now we know this guy does not work out and do lunges. So what's with the lunge? Is he doing that Molly Shannon superstar thing? Is that where we're going with this? I'm not entirely sure, but this guy creeps me out. And why? It's because he's way too happy when he's on and when he's off the camera. It's screaming something's up. It's saying something's in the closet. He came out of the closet, but he left a lot of skeletons in there. And I think we're just waiting for the other ugly shoe to drop until we find out that Mr. Twinkbot 9000 over here, he's got a lot of skeletons in his closet. We're going to find this out. I'm absolutely positive of it. It's only a matter of time. But a lot of people were saying this was a makeup product. It's a hair product. But I don't think it would surprise you that 72% of young men wear makeup. Now, is makeup bad for men? No, I mean, a lot of guys who do movies and shows, they wear the makeup. But in general, I mean, there is such a thing as metrosexual. But that was a small portion of men. But now young men, 72% are wearing makeup? I'm very confused. I get skincare, but makeup? What's up with that? Are there more non-binary and gay guys coming out of the closet? Or are men just becoming more feminized? I have questions. But Jonathan Van Ness, there were some things I read about him that prove that he's not that he's not as happy-go-lucky and kind as he appears to be. Usually, if people come across as kind and sweet and happy, well, usually they're assholes. This is a fact of life. So what I read about him, there's a few things. The first one is, in 2023, he appeared on Dax Shepard's podcast, Armchair Expert, where discussions about trans rights and gender-affirming care became tense and emotionally charged. Shepard pressed on topics like minors accessing treatment and trans athletes. Van Ness ultimately became emotional and cried. Later saying Shepard's questioning felt gaslighty and the editing wasn't honest. This dude can shill it out, but he can't take it, can he? So when anyone pushes back, it's violence, it's gaslighting, it's evil, it's not inclusive and accepting. Well, if he cried over an ally pushing back on some of the ridiculous rhetoric that he's been pushing, if you're going to cry over that, get out of the fucking kitchen because you cannot take the heat. It also proves that he has never been around people who push back on his just ridiculous nonsense that he touts constantly. Another thing I found out is in March 2024, Rolling Stone exposed that Van Ness had severe rage issues, frequently yelled on set and created a toxic, fearful environment, labeled by some anonymous crew as a monster and nightmare, even suggesting his behavior played a role in cast tensions in Bobby Burke's departure. Well, I called that one, didn't I? Yeah. I know a lot of people, especially women, will see Jonathan Van Ness and say, oh, I want a friend like that. He seems like so much fun. He would make my day better if he was around. No. These people play pretend for the camera. But then when the cameras are off and not a lot of people are watching, the asshole comes out and is escaping. So he's going to be a monster, a nightmare. He's the kind of guy who you're friends with, you're going out to a bar and you're hanging out, and then you slip off to the bathroom and he starts talking shit about you to the group of friends you were with. That's the type of guy he is. And this is one news story. Well, 2 news stories now, but there will be more to come once the other ugly shoe drops. It's only a matter of time, and it will happen. But his TV persona is very fluffy. It's very, I accept everyone, and I love everyone, and I'll be your best friend. Kind of like Dylan Mulvaney. But before, he used to just be a gay guy with long hair. But when the LGBTQ became more powerful and gained more traction among the people in the U.S., he decided that he was going to reinvent himself as a they, them, non-binary, happy-go-lucky, Kermit the Frog on meth type of person. Someone who people will want to be around, who makes them feel light and happy. But the guy's just an asshole. I mean, come on. I mean, he's doing too much. It does remind me a lot of Dylan Mulvaney. If you've seen that clip of Dylan on The Price is Right, where he's running around like a maniac for like 5 minutes, nonstop, like Homer Simpson in The Simpsons, where he's kind of doing the Three Stooges skit. With whoop, 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 whoop. Like, that's kind of how Jonathan Van Ness is. He must be doing a lot of coke. It's the only thing I can think of. Because that amount of energy, how do you have it? Like, is he like that when the cameras are off? Amongst the staff. The staff didn't look too happy. I mean, the smiles, but I mean, I think we all know that when women smile, you can tell the difference between a genuine smile and a smile of, okay, you know? And I'm sure a lot of women around him give that smile, which is the same smile they give to men who creep them out when they hit on them out in public. It's the same thing. I don't want you to freak out, so I'm going to smile and just be agreeable until you leave, and then I'm going to take a big sigh of relief once you have exited the store. Someone said, Jonathan Van Ness is a horrible person. He should not be platformed. Interestingly, the people who do choose to do business with him would be the first ones to condemn bullying. There was a Rolling Stone profile on Queer Eye where he was reported, and yeah, exactly. It's okay if the non-binary bullies because he's oppressed. But if the straight man bullies, well, it's the patriarchy. No, the patriarchy can wear a dress. You know that, right? This is another way for the patriarchy to win. Men have decided in order to get a one-up that all they have to do is wear a dress, act like a twink, hop around like a rabbit, do fake lunges in an ugly dress and heels, and they can be on top. Yes, they can still rule over women, just in an ugly dress. And that's what they've done. Why do you think so many have invaded the LGBTQ? Why so many men specifically, have invaded the LGBTQ? Why do you think? Because the incels and the voyeurs and the exhibitionists saw the loophole. They saw that men were getting a bad rep. But if you say you're non-binary or trans, you could wear whatever ugly shit you want, and you can get away with being a giant asshole, and people can't say anything. And you can also bully people around, and you'll get praised. You'll get praised. And the people who talk crap about you for being mean, well, they get shunned. It's all a grift. It's all a performance. It's like a bad local theater production. The ones where you have to go to for school credit, but you cringe the whole time and you're looking at your watch waiting for it to end so you can bail and go smoke a joint. That's Jonathan Van Ness. There's a lot of guys out there just like this, using their male privilege in order to get one up on women once again. And women eat it up. Not all. There's a lot of very smart women out there. But there's a lot of dumb ones too, and they eat it up. And they're the ones that will create and help create the downfall of the LGB and all of our rights. And the hanger-oners, they'll bail back to their straight, hetero, cis selves, not take any accountability for the shit disturbing. And we will have to take the brunt of the repercussions. Well, isn't that quaint? Yet so ironic. Also, his female performance is stunted. Like, he is trying to play woman, but not like a normal woman, but a woman who is ditzy, dumb as a stump, slutty, and 85% retarded. That's what he thinks of women. And that's why he's playing that character of woman, because he doesn't think of women as equals. He thinks of women as lower than him. And it's a mockery. It's like if you do this with any other suppressed group of people, like Native Americans. If a white man were to portray Native Americans in an insulting way, doing a commercial for a hair care line for Ulta, if he were to do that, people would come for his neck or his scalp. But it's okay, for some reason, for him to be insulting and portray woman as retarded. It's okay for him because he claims to be non-binary. He said a sentence, he wore ugly clothes, and he can make women look retarded because he said a sentence. He can do that, and that's fine. Now, women aren't really suppressed anymore. For the most part, I mean, they're still low on the totem pole when it comes to, men are higher than them in many aspects. None that I like, but can understand from a logical point of view. Women aren't suppressed. They kind of are. But when a man does this and insults women in such a way by performing retard woman, women look at it as one of two ways. They look at it as, this is insulting and what the fuck is this doing? Or they look at it and laugh and say, oh, he's jolly and he's happy. They don't even see the insult because they're so dumb. I mean, you can become so accepting that you don't even know when you're being assaulted. And a lot of women, unfortunately, the allies, are like that. And I think it's all on purpose. I think the LGBTQ kind of gaslit, manipulated women into accepting their own ridicule, their own insults. It's crazy. Women are incredibly, they don't want to rock the boat, They'll be they don't want anyone being mean to them. They don't want anyone not accepting them. So they will be over accepting and kind to their own detriment. And Jonathan Van Ness is a prime example of women being so accepting they don't even understand that they're being insulted. And it is by design. The people in the LGBTQ, specifically the men, biological men, have found a way to suppress women by making them feel bad. And because women are more emotional, they can be manipulated into feeling bad, feeling so bad that they'll allow themselves to be blatantly insulted and not even realize it. And the gay men, trans women, the non-binary biological men, they saw that they could take advantage of women by being in this community. And they saw that they could step on the faces of women, kick them while they're down, and insult them at the same time, and the woman will smile and still be accepting. So, if you think about it, men in the LGBTQ are actually higher up than just straight cis men. I say this in quotes because I hate the word cis. And the reason why they're higher up is because they can actually get away with completely shitting on women, beating them up, competing with them in sports and completely trashing them, being violent with them, hurting them, taking opportunities away from them, including money. They can do all this while completely insulting them, and they can get away with it. So men, this is actually a good lesson. To find out the type of man you are when it comes to this, if you're a good man, you'll see all this shit going on and you'll speak out against it, or you'll fight against it. But if you're a man, you'll involve yourself in a community you are never a part of or don't belong in, or a community you've already been in, and you will on women every step of the way because you can get away with it. And as we have seen, a majority of the biological men in this community have done just that. And it really shows you that the kind of people that are now in this community, not like before, but now, are just a whole bunch of assholes, creeps, predators, all that stuff. And the more time that goes by that I see videos like this and Jonathan Van Ness getting praised for being completely insulting and a crackhead, the more I see videos like this, the more I realize that the patriarchy is alive and well. It's just wearing an ugly dress and shoes. And I hope one day it turns around. And I think one day it will, because people will eventually get sick of this shit. It's way too overexposed. It's way too much in your face. It's so pushy and gross. And I can't stand it. And I'm sure you can't either. That's why you watch this channel. And I would like for you to like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers. It's very difficult. It's been very difficult, but we're trying. We're working on it. And if you could share this video, that would really help. On X, on all social media platforms, if you could share it, that'd be really helpful. Also, if you want to help support this channel, you can send us a super chat, or you can join our memberships. It's very cheap. And you get early access to our videos, prioritized commenting, uncensored content, and all that happy stuff. So while Jonathan Van Ness gives you a smile and a twink skip, I'd like to say, F you, Jonathan Van Ness. F you. Have a good day.
Crawling